Welcome to Urk Electrical Channel. We are here today to connect this electric water heater. Someone did pull wires here for the feed, and someone did pull these two wires here. I was saying, so I'm gonna use only one of these. So I'm sure he's reserving the other one for the next water heater here. So for now, how to find out which wire I'm going to use from the panel to here. I'm going to strip this wire here and put two wires together, go to the panel there, take the two wires there too, and then ring and see which one is ringing. That will be the one I'm going to use. All right, we have a number 10-3 wire here. That is what we're using because this will need that gauge for the power, but for today's purpose we will use only the black and the red because this is 240 volts. Okay, so we will bring 2 hearts to the electric water heater, 2 hearts, 240 volt, 30 amp. So as I was saying in the beginning, we will strip these wires here using number 10 gauge to strip it and put them together. All right, use the pliers and put them together here, or let's say splice them together. All right, so that means they are connected here, and we will go to the panel and check continuity between the red and the black. Then we will see which wire is it. So here are the 2 wires at the electrical panel. All right, so let's pull them out and then check one by one which one is ringing, that the one we'll be using for this project today. The multimeter, now we gotta put the multimeter onto the sound sign. All right, so then as you can see, if there's a continuity, you will hear that beep. If there's none, we will hear nothing. All right, so let's see if this is the wire. Yes, it's right. This is the wire. If you check the other one right now, which is the next one here, all right, this one, if you check between the red and the black, you will find no continuity there. All right, you see, red and black, nothing. It's not ringing. All right, it's not ringing at all. All right, so this wire here is the one we are using. We'll put the other one away. Okay. All right, to do this, we will start by connecting the water heater before we go back to the panel and do the connections over there. Okay, so to do that, we gotta remove this one here, this tip, and then open the connection box here and do the strip the wire, do the connections. Alright, so we gotta open the connection box here. Right. Alright. Put the screws here, not medium. Alright, take this off. As you see, say 240 volts. Alright. We gotta remove this one too. Okay. This one we just can turn it around, so we are free. So we will use we will be using the black and red for our connections here. So let's strip this wire to the cut it to the length and strip it, and then we'll do the connections. All right, to strip this wire here, remember it's a BX cable, so we gotta use the proper tool, which is the BX quarter here. So we measure it. After we strip the wire with the, the cable, right? We gotta take out all these papers around the wires. Okay, so after we do that, okay, we gotta make sure the wires are aligned, and we gotta clean. Okay, now we are sure we got a clean cut on the jacket of the BX, so we gotta use this called red heads, you know, to make sure there will be no short between the wires and the BX jackets, the metal jacket, right? So we gotta put this in to ensure the protection of the wires. All right, gotta make sure the wires are protected against cut from the metal jacket. The next thing is to put the connector on the cable, right? So for that, we gotta try to pass the wires, but we need to open this here. So the wire is secured to the connector. Now all we have to do is to make sure we pass it where we want it to pass by, and then connect it to this plate here, right? So alright, this is a clip-on connector. You just to do the connections, we gotta use the pliers and retwist the wires, the two black wires together. Use the proper wire nut, alright, that can handle two number 10 wires, right? Make sure it's tightened very good together, okay? And then the next one, alright, retwist very nice, and use another proper wire nut that can handle two 10 AWGs. Alright, very well done. So the white wire, which is the neutral, we're not using it, so we gotta cap it off. Okay, we're not gonna cut it, we'll use it. Maybe we may need it for something. Alright, so we cap it off, put it in here. The ground is already connected to the green wire, okay? So now only thing we have to do is to push everything inside, make sure it's laying perfectly. Alright, alright. Look like too long, so I'll put this wire here and try to push everything. Put that screw there. You have this tighten up, so now you just gotta put this, the wires are laying inside very nice, okay? So we just have to put this down here, alright, and screw it over. There you go. Done. Alright, so that's it for this side. Now we gotta go do the connections on the the other side in the panel. Okay, now we are at the panel location. As you can see, this is the cable right here. We gotta connect, but if you realize there is no space, all right, no space. So what we're gonna do here is, because this is where the power arrives, okay, you see, as you can see, 100 amp breaker, but we have free logs here. We will connect a wire here, I mean a cable here, 2 wires here, and okay, and put a disconnect here that will carry the 20 amp breaker. Okay, so that where will connect the cable that's going to the water heater. All right, so from here we take a cable of 2 wires, 2 hearts, and feed the disconnect, which will have a 30 amp breaker on it, and from that disconnect we will connect the wire that goes to the water heater. All right, so let's mount that disconnect and do the connections then. Okay, now we have mounted the disconnect right here and connected the wire. Okay, so and connected one wire here, I mean the cable. Okay, so now the only thing that left is to connect those 2 wires to the main log here, and to do that we will have to turn off the power into the panel from this main breaker here. As you can see, the whole panel has twin breakers. There was no space to fit a 2-pole 30 amp breaker for the electric water heater, so that breaker now will be at this disconnect here. All right, so we came in and go out from this cable, go to the electric water heater. All right, so see, it's the tight place. All right, again, as you can see, that's the main disconnect. Okay, that's the main disconnect. We brought a cable from the panel here. We connected that wire, those wires to the 2 main logs here. Remember, the panel is fed by this 100 amp breaker here. Okay, so this is the incoming power. Okay, so now we brought the power to the main log here, and then out we are going to the electric water heater. Okay, so we're gonna turn on the power, and then all right, let down check for hot water. All right, let's close the main disconnect and show you that. All right guys, this is the final product. Okay, the electric panel here is closed now. Okay, and the disconnect is closed up. All right, so it's a very tight place. That's why, you know, we have to do almost everything before we show you guys. Okay, remember, we did connect the cable from in to the panel here to the disconnect, and from the disconnect we did put a 30 amp breaker for the electric water heater. All right, guys, thank you for watching.